everybody, this is Arturo. This is a new video of my series, The Legend of the Bear and the Fox. Here's my take on Puss in Boots. The Legend of the Bear and the Fox essentially is a personal project I have where I mixed the stories of King Arthur and Robin Hood and design characters from those stories in my particular style. And I also started adding characters from all sorts of fairy tales and stories, and I've had a lot of fun with that. You know, putting them through the filter of this particular project. This video shows basically how I worked on the line art, the final line art. I didn't record the process of the sketch. Because I don't know, it takes a long time. I'm sometimes very self-conscious about recording and how big the files get, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with that huge of a file. But what happened was I found a photo of Viggo Mortensen from a Spanish movie he made where he's a swordsman. I've never actually seen it, but I liked the visual and the attitude of the photograph, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give my take on Puss in Boots. That same sort of attitude, and I used that as a starting point. And the sketch basically just came out as you saw at the base sketch, and I was very happy with that design. So I was like, okay, let's take it final. Let's not waste time on this, because the whole process of making these is like an hour and a half. But the most difficult thing is figuring out the take on the character. I'm very familiar with DreamWorks' take on Puss in Boots, and it's great. I mean, if you ask me, Puss in Boots: Last Wish is one of the best animated movies in the last 10 years. It's hilarious. It's very inspired by Into the Spider-Verse, but they did their take on it. The writing is great. The characters are awesome. My favorite is Jack, the villain. No, actually, my favorite is the ethical bug. Their take on Jiminy Cricket, and that's hilarious. He sounds like Jimmy Stewart. You're not gonna shoot a puppy, are you, Jack? I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Anyways, so I was working on the colors for this particular thing, and I wanted to give him like an all dark look, like a Dread Pirate Roberts, but I also like the black and gold, how those work. So I was like, yeah, let's give him that particular look. Like I said, I watched a few videos on the story of Puss in Boots. I wasn't familiar with it. I mean, it's not like something, oh yes, in my country we grew up. Not really. I mean, you know about Puss in Boots, but it's not a huge deal. Like I said, I'm inspired by what they did in DreamWorks. He's basically a Spanish sword fighter, but the story originally is from France, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have that info in front of me. But yeah, I was working on rendering the character using the same style I used for the other ones. Pretty basic. One layer for shading, one layer for some highlights, a bit of rim light to make the character pop a bit more. And there was something off. There was something missing from the design, from the image. I was like, yeah, I mean, I like how it looks, but it looks a bit flat. Okay, so I remember these videos from an artist I really like. He's called Marko Djurjevic. He's an artist from Germany, an illustrator, and now he's becoming an author due to a personal project he has. And from what I hear, he's enjoying writing more than he does illustrating. So, but he has a few videos here on YouTube. You can search him. His name is @6moremarco, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And when he's rendering, he uses a particular style that where he brings like an adjustment layer set to screen or linear dodge or something like that, which is what I'm doing right now to this image, because I wanted to give it that, you know, more dramatic lighting hitting him from the side. Maybe it's moonlight or something like that. And I was like, oh, just the first couple of strokes that I made, I was like, oh yes, this is it. This is what the piece was missing. And I had to balance it out from the other side, or like, okay, let's start with the white light. And I was like, no, like let's give it a bit of color. So I gave it like a desaturated yellow coloring to the light, set to linear dodge as well. You know, paint a little bit, erase. But I was very happy because it reminded me of the concept art pieces from Soul Calibur. I can't recall the name of the artist right now, but I used to love those character designs. Like I said, the rendering of the character is awesome. It's amazing. I haven't achieved that here. I mean, that's not what I was going for. I was just reminded of that's something that they would do for their designs. You know, hit it with a particular light from the side, pink or blue or orange, something like that, to make the character pop. You know. And like I said, the only problem is he's the only one in the lineup that has this particular rendering, and I'm like, am I gonna have to do it for all of them, or is it just from now on sort of thing? Maybe. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. But I made I gave it a bit orange look because I wanted, maybe it's candlelight or something that he's being hit from the side, moonlight from one side and candlelight from the other. Like, yeah. That works. Like I said, I'm very happy with this particular experiment. I want to see a bit of that from texturelabs.org. It's a fantastic resource for the glare on his little sword. Anyway, this is the final image. Like I said, I'm very happy with this project, with this character, how he looks. He's not just wearing boots and a little cape and a hat. He's fully dressed, but the idea is there. Anyway, this is the complete lineup so far. Check out the rest of the videos for the characters. I'm pretty sure I have all of them up here on YouTube, and let me know what you think. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.